We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, well, we have some bad news. We have good news and bad news for law-abiding citizens. The good news is that we have 3 old corals, corabunkus and dirty bungle sent straight to the departure lounge courtesy of 2 brave police officers. The bad news is that the same cops them, they have been arrested and charged with the triple killing of these 3 men. These are men that were en route to commit a massacre and were killed by the cops. Guess what? The cops are in jail for saving lives. Welcome to Jamaica, the criminal's paradise. So Jamaica is the only place on earth where so they persecute the police and the criminals are lauded, revered, celebrated. And so them have more rights under the Constitution than any other Jamaicans. Yeah, the criminals them. Jamaican criminals. Them have more rights under the Jamaica Constitution than even the Jamaican citizens. Law-abiding citizens. No, the Constitution apply to them. Or to criminals them. So these people, the criminals them just can do as them like, and so you have them have an agency named Indicom. Indicom is a pro-criminal organization entity. So boy, we have some bad news as we tell you before that 2 heroic cops, as you have been seeing massacres, police in Jamaica where, when them kill all 8 people, shoot 17, and that's how it is. And guess what? The men who commit these murders, these massacres in Jamaica, it's in their communities, they are heroes. Like this guy when named Remy, they want to kill the 7 people them. That Tiliba and your favorite DJ Vibes Cartel, them participate in it because it's all have to do with feelings. And a guy when named Blackazan. So Jamaica is a criminal's paradise, and in Jamaica, if you never got jail or you kill people, nobody has no respect for you. So as a culture, and if you look every day, the most trending videos you see on social media are people that share your picture, are people that get murdered in Jamaica. And people that witness murder now and it's like them desensitized. You see a little pit there, just look. Remember the first time as a youth I grew up on them thing there, I see a dead man, I tell you. Believe. And I like, when I say dead man, I talk about when somebody kill and you just see the shot them in the night and you wake up and see body and them thing there, man, on the fence. I said, wow, it's a dead man that was terrible, traumatic, and you understand? A terrible experience to me. Now, hey, look at it now as them got desensitized to it and nothing. So this is the Jamaica that we have the norm. And the worst occupation or career you can choose in a Jamaica is to become a police officer. A soldier, not that bad still, but a police officer. Yeah, you're a police officer in a Jamaica, you're informer, and in a Jamaica, informer for dead. I just saw it go. You have police in a Jamaica right now. I say, them are like informer. So I don't know what them are doing in a police force. So as we tell you before, we're moving at this tour because it's just really sad. 2 heroic cop. Yeah man, them that jail right now, and remand, for these 3 men. And guess what? You see the one in the middle, When you Keyshawn, hey, that the man on bail for murder, you know, and robbery and kidnapping, you know. I saw it going to Jamaica, you know, the man them on en route for commit a massacre. You don't think so, boy? Preventive strike save lives. Them the police them would get all some medal. Oh, at jail them there. Don't think this is not Florida. You understand? Where a man shoot up 6 police, kill one of them, and the policeman and the police them kill him later. Them lock down Broward and Miami-Dade County, and them kill the police killer. And the governor then, Charlie Chris, him give policeman a medal, him give policemen them a medal for kill a man, and him not even a slingshot. And that may I tell you, so you see the difference with, you know, like a state of Florida and Jamaica. In Jamaica, the policemen them recover weapon. Cause man them commit a massacre, you know, and at them they are jail now. So this is where we at. So at the decent people them we not look to the corals and them and the coral bunkers and the dirty bungle and the criminal minded people them. Them go eat criminal just like how when ZELLE Babs was killed, you have a set of people in East Kingston celebrate, and another set ball and say, oh, ZELLE Babs was a soldier. I mean, you know, what kind of soldier fear murder people or pregnant women? You understand? That's how it go. So we are just a decent, ethical and honest Jamaicans that we are talking about. And this man, and when I'm on him the pan bail, I know him the pan bail for murder. These men overall, based on information received and obtained, are 17 people them kill already, you know. 17 people these 3 men kill already. You understand? Career criminals. And then you see say, oh, for them can't do anything. So the role of police in preventing mass shooting, violence in Jamaica, a necessary approach to save life. So in face of a relentless criminal activity, some of Jamaica's most dedicated police officers have been working tirelessly to prevent mass casualty. We must understand the significance of their actions, especially when it comes down to saving lives. In our society where organized criminals wield so much power, in Jamaica, Jamaica is a criminal's paradise, you know. We don't hide that from people and them know that. You understand? The recent tragic shooting incident in East Kingston, which resulted in the death of 3 seasoned criminals. Some people have said, oh, there are 3 young men. 3, them kill them in a man, because them kill people for fun, for boast, how many duppies they make. You see them come to America and do the same thing, even down in Florida here, where them kill Ford Lord and Musselman, and they are Americans, you know. Illegal Jamaican people migrate come through from boat or come through the border and come in America and kill Americans in a Broward County. Yeah, because them can't do it. Yeah, man. A man come in and say my rear admiral just take off him underwear and tear out him body and say, boy, yeah, see there? You understand? And say, boy, me can't go back to Jamaica anymore. I kill me because they say me a rear admiral. Lie. Murderer them, you know. Yeah, so boy, thanks to these police officers because they had prevented another massacre. So we say, yeah man, thanks to the vigilance and proactive measures taken by the police, this tragedy was averted and countless lives may have been saved. So let us first acknowledge the individuals involved in the shooting were not just random civilians, they were well-known members of the notorious Anderson Road Track Gang, a criminal organization with a long history of violence and bloodshed. These men were a part of a robbery ring operating in eastern parts of Kingston, that are East Kingston. As reported by the police, O'Shane Stubbs, Orlando Campbell, and Keyshawn Smith, yeah man, them call him Bimmer, though young, had already carved out their identity as dangerous criminals with a pattern of violence. They were not just mere suspects. They were men with a history of involvement in robberies, murders, kidnapping, even rape, and other violent crimes. It is reported, and I want you to know that it is important to stress, that the police were not acting on a whim. The officers who stopped and confronted these men had critical intelligence that allowed them to make swift decisions. Superintendent Tommy Lee Chambers, commander of East Kingston Police Division, reported that the police team was patrolling Windward Road when they noticed men who aroused their suspicion. The police officers gave verbal instructions for the men to halt, which was met with gunfire. In response, the police took evasive actions and returned the fire. Unfortunately, the confrontation led to the deaths of the three-year-old corrosed and seasoned and experienced killers. Some may question the police actions in such an incident, but we must recognize that their decision to engage was not made in haste. The officers were responding to immediate danger, and their actions were taken in self-defense. Or we can pretty much say it right here at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, yeah man, preemptive strike, save lives. The officers were responding to immediate danger, so they have to do the necessary. So they were not just officers responding to a random shootout, but rather officers who had gathered intelligence on the individuals involved in criminal activities. The intelligence was in the public domain, widely known by local and police alike, about these men's affiliation with the Anderson Road Track Gang. In a Jamaica gang or something illegal, so, but you don't know, under a certain political criminal organization, gangs are legal thing. I would say, Mark Baby Trump Golden marching with a known murderer, Danville Palmer. So the law no apply to them. Them just talk about the law, but the law no apply to them. So them ignore it, normalize, give credence to murderer. Had the police failed to act, the consequences could have been devastating. The truth is, the preemptive strike taken by the police likely prevented another mass murder or massacre like those that have scarred the nation in the past. Incidents such as the tragic Cherry Tree Lane, Mandela Town, Pleasant Valley, that I latest with Mandes. Yeah, so overall, right, they say you count almost 20 people them killed. 3 incidents. Only in America, them thing they happen, where you have mass murder, In Jamaica, we have it regular now. Man, I say, the more dopey, or the more ratings, and the more your photograph go up on zinc fence or wall. I just saw it go. Because him a G, and him a Dan, and him a bad man, a man, a heartless, a man, a dog heart. So it is also crucial to remember that these killings are not isolated incidents. They are a part of a much larger pattern of organized crime and gang violence that threatens the very fabric of Jamaican society. Police officers are faced with dangerous reality, where they must make decisions in the heat of the moment to protect the public and their own lives. In this instance, their quick response may have prevented more violence, potentially saving lives, not just from the immediate threat, but also from the ripple effects that such gangs have on their neighborhoods. Of course, the investigation into the incident must continue. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has made it clear that it supports full transparency and cooperation with Indicom. Yeah, we say Indicom supposed to Indigan. But guess what now? I may tell you no young police, because I think say, listen to me and them thing there. All I want to look at young police who from training school and them are putting up on OST. I tell you a long time, I set them setting up for sending our prison, I detected them supposed to order the people them have experience and know for deal with criminality. You understand? Only know certain things. That's why them putting out there. Both political party, it is they're doing for destroying the life, Uniform police normally stay in a station and learn the work. I detective out there know the criminals them and track them. That's why the murder rate was lower. Because I detective. Guess what? Both political party are in bed with the criminals them. So what? Bench the detective them and allow the uniform police them for do as them like. And most of the uniform police, as we say already, and I say it again, we're out there. them are not detective. You understand what I'm saying? Them don't know the hardcore criminals them. So that's why the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization bench them and put the uniform police them. Our man left training school. Him not he have 2 years, and you put him on OST for start patrol. Him don't know if to write a statement. Him don't know how to construct certain things. And then a man all 4 years turn him in a corporal. I set them up for send them to prison. Because you don't know the system is already against police. And I tell the young police them, you know. I talk already. Say government need to put back the detective them on the street. Because the detective know the criminal them. The officers involved. So we are geared in a chronological order, you know, are being detained while an investigation takes place as a standard procedure to ensure accountability. So the reason why the police them were detained now after a shooting, more or less them have some form of evidence. Normally them things not happening, you know. So this is an important step in ensuring the integrity of the police force and maintaining public trust. Yet, it is also crucial that we as a society recognize the importance of law enforcement taking decision and decisive actions when dealing with dangerous criminals. Jamaica is the only place where criminals are treated as royalty. The public must understand that the police are not acting out of malice, but out of necessity to prevent further bloodshed. So these police officers prevent another massacre, but guess what? Them they are jail. So their role is to protect the people, and sometimes that means making tough decisions that involve confronting violent criminals before they can inflict more harm. So we show you 2 videos, and I show you when the boy them all shot all one of the policeman, you know. And you know I tell you them people are wicked, you know, but when I even touch it, I show you a video of them. You understand? So the actions taken by these officers through tragic in their outcome are part of a broader strategy to prevent the kind of violence that has plagued our communities for far too long. By addressing criminal activities proactively, law enforcement can reduce the risk of mass casualties and maintaining peace in areas that are often under siege by gang violence. As a society, we must support our law enforcement in their difficult work, understanding that they often face life-threatening situations with limited options. While we must demand accountability for every actions, we must also acknowledge the larger picture. Their efforts in preventing further violence and saving lives. Jamaica's struggle with crime is far from over, but with the dedication of police officers who risk their lives daily to protect our communities, we can begin to break the cycle of violence and fear. So let us not be quick to judge, but instead recognize the hard work and the decision made by these officers face as they work to safeguard the future of our nation. Their actions may have saved more lives than we know, and for that, we must express our gratitude. So don't listen to the blue hands and the media out in Jamaica. Remember, I telling you already, say, growing up in Jamaica, there was 2 radio stations, TVJ and let me correct myself, JBC and RGR. My parents never listen to JBC. JBC was a government-funded radio station. Radio station. And my mother said, and father, if you want to become a criminal, listen to JBC. So we never listen to it. That's how I 70s, you know. You understand? So these are the product of what has been happening for the past 52 years. Most of the people in the media house in Jamaica, they are criminal supporters because they want the same poor people to continue killing each others while them live uptown and them sit down and laugh and call them all kind of names. And them same one can use them to kill them rival and people they may have problem with. And then the same poor youth, according to them end up either in departure alone or prison. And dead with the secret for them because I saw it going in a criminal underworld. Yeah, so we'll let you know, we'll let you watch and see the shooting or all the policemen get shot in their foot. And them that jail now. So that for sure, you know, how dangerous it is, you know. We don't even know what kind of evidence them have for charge the police them because we received 2 videos and we don't hear no audio or anything like that. And we know so for them to use the video in court, we know so the person who owned the video, the content of the video, I forgot quote and testify. So we want to say we want to say because we know saying that they might testify against, but them not going to testify against criminal because we see where criminal commit crime and kill people and police and them threatening man. Nobody not threaten this person to kill them and East Kingston this, you know. So you watch, you listen and you decide. So we are show you the video them. Yes, you know, as you watch the first video, you see where the policeman was shot, in his right leg, and you see my up. You understand? You see the man, the first man that was shot, no lunge towards him, but with him gun, and you understand the policeman have to take evasive action, and him that jail now, So you see it. Yeah, that's the camera, what we are looking at. How that. 3 men are commit a massacre and the police them prevent them from coming and are them in a jail. So we know that Jamaica a criminal's paradise, a nation gripped by violence, corruption, and a broken justice system. Jamaica, once known for its vibrant culture, rich history, and natural beauty, is now a nation that seems to be increasingly defined by its struggles with crime, corruption, and a breakdown of law and order. And guess what? About political party do it, Let me tell you now how them do it now. The extradition of Christopher Dudu squad. I show you now how the PNP outsmart the Labour. Because Labour, them a criminal, but them wanna seize a criminal like the PNP. PNP, them a master at criminality. So the PNP, them get 2 for 1. Dr. Peter Phillips, along with former President Barack Obama, them sign an illegal MOU because they saw Christopher Dudu's coke as a threat to the PNP dominance of Jamaica because he was such an influential person that Christopher Dudu's coke could have turned a PNP community to Labour right because he was that very persuasive. Yeah, when him very, very persuasive when him talk with the other than them and show them say You know, see, PMP are using on them thing there, and after a while, them killing her and explain to them how the damn business work and the criminality and how you can use it as influence, and that's how Bruce Golding come to power. So them get the Barack Obama to sign the illegal MOU and then they extradite him. Yeah. So the illegal MOU now when them sign, one thing I blame the Jamaica Labour Party for Bruce Golding. Since as it was illegal, them should have investigated and charged Dr. Peter Phillips to break the law, to break the break the constitution. But no, because true one of them are criminal and couldn't do that. So what they did now, them Bruce Golding up in them feelings because I do this, you know. Bruce Golding, the first Jamaican Prime Minister ever have to resign in a disgrace because I am supporter Christopher Dudu's Cook. The support itself, it wasn't wrong, but sometimes, you know, right, sometimes right is wrong. Yeah, he was right in what he was doing, you know, but in the international world it was wrong because there was a secret MOU that was against Jamaica's law that was signed. All they had to do, lock up the man, carry go to the court and say, boy, this is an illegal MOU, and you understand what I'm saying? They never do that. They might try use, they might try lobby the American government, and you have to understand, so the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and the Democrats, they are always locking step in a bed now. One time it was BS, because if you notice, the two of them have the same philosophy. Them have the black community, them have the most impoverished people them in them country, and them have the worst communities them. I saw it go with the Democrats in America. Whether or not you want to believe it. Black people, you know, in the Democratic Party are law-abiding, but they are the one that pretty much support lawlessness. Because yeah, if you look right now, you hear the matter, whether or not you like Trump or not, Trump win, or them say a democracy, you know. If them to do what them supposed to do, Trump couldn't run again, but through Trump white. So them never expect the people them would have choose him. Or else them, right now, enough of them are think about January 21st quarterbacking. Boy, if we did do this or if we do that. But because them the fees and it easy win for them never do it. Because through him black, him not black. If him black, a different thing. So all the GLP now get the PMP get 2 for 1 now. What they did with the Indicom Act, that was in retaliation for Christopher Dudu's Cook arrest, and them get the Indicom Act 2 for 1 and mash up labor right them. So them get Dudu's extradited and then they get the Indicom Act. So I just saw it go. So moving on now. As we tell you already, so the recent charges laid against 2 officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Corporal Mark Rai. I don't know if I'm related to Zaki Rai, who used to work with me at Hunsby. And you know, so Zaki Rai is a big rear admiral. What do you mean? Then tell him, man. Rai a big rear admiral. Ask Clayton Squire, John Squire, them, you understand? Because the man a different Rai too, you know. Me not defend no rear admiral and them thing there. No, me not defend no rear admiral. Defend what? You mad? You support rear admiral, me a burn fire upon you. Me no busy what you want me to do, but you can't come talk about say boy you have secret for me, so me can't talk. No guy have a secret for me, because me not in a rear admiral thing. The only thing a guy can say, oh, and the only thing a guy can call me that, you know, some police, yeah, them call me, you know, like, you know, shotty, or we understand what I'm saying, because if you shoot off of me, remember, you know, one place me I send him, so me no care what a guy wants to say. Me no keep numbers, me no keep stats, and me no keep count. But as me said before, yeah, 1 shot, 1 kill, straight to the departure long. I don't care. I just saw it go, because you're not going to try, you're not take my life. I one life me have. So if I try to take my life, well, I just saw it go. You understand? So I am here, that means I am the survivor. So them lay charges against Corporal Mark Rai and Constable Kelby White for their involvement in the fatal shooting of 3 young men. Yeah, that them saying that. But we know we say 3 corros and corrobunkers and dirty bungle. Yeah man, in East Kingston. It's just one example of the deep-seated issues plaguing the country's law enforcement and the criminal justice system. This tragic event exposes the grim reality that Jamaica has become, in many ways, a criminal's paradise, a place where crime often reigns supreme, and those meant to uphold the law sometimes perpetrate the very violence they are sworn to prevent. So the fatal shooting, which occurred on November 10th, claimed the lives of 17-year-old O'Shane Stubbs, 19-year-old Orlando Campbell, and 20-year-old Keyshawn Smith. These are known men to the police as violence producers. These are known murderers, killers, robbers, rapists, kidnappers, and the likes. Them a man a rob all the same people. Them I guess what them do. You have some ride share thing, and them just call the taxi them and rob the man them and kill them. Kill all, you understand? So the body count so far for them 17. So and what they were about to do would have make it about 25, because them in a plan to kill at least 8 people or 9, because them say they want to beat Cherry Tree Lane Massacre. So the police initially claimed that the men who were allegedly a part of a robbery ring, yes, that is true, operating the ear, open fire on the officer. You see, the policeman gets shot. So some of them have said the police have used excessive force. Up to now, I don't see no excessive force on it. I don't see the police governor man and shoot them. Me understand. Me don't see the police. I don't see the police I run down the man and the man now shoot after them. I don't see nothing, no excessive force. Say boy, them fire too much shot. You fire, you use deadly force until the threat, you eliminate the threat. You're not there, so you can't jump to conclusion about boy this that. No, we're not gonna speculate. You understand? We're not gonna preempt what happened. We saw what happened. We see a policeman get shot. We see one man attack the police, and the police have to defend himself. It grainy. Them say the people them supply the grainy. Them give police a better one and no, the police in the come, because you have to understand, you know. Jamaica is a society where 8 police, you know. So anything when them can't if send police to prison, them work with it. But criminal, no sir, them none of that. Boy, I never see, you know. But yet, you understand. So we are going to see how all this play out, because if the law supposed to be the law, yeah, you understand? All the police get remand. I would say all man charged with all triple murder, 8 counts of murder, one youth named ZELLE, and them get bail 8. And them police are not even a week and them charge them with murder. I never seen nothing like that yet. Not even post-mortem. They don't even know if the man them dead from gunshot wound or them sick and dead. But all these investigations so fast. To please who? The investigation not even complete and them charge them with murder already. I saw it go. Jamaica a criminal's paradise. When you're a police, you're a marked person. May I tell you that. I just saw it go. You understand what I'm saying? So these men, them operate a robbery ring and murder, operate in the yard. They open fire upon the officer, prompting them to return fire in self-defense. That's 2 police in 2 versus 3. However, the subsequent investigation by INDICOM, that are Independent Commissioner of Investigation, uncover significant discrepancy in the officer's account. Me tell the police them from, that's why me start that channel there. Me tell them if you leave. No for yeah man, I love the hype and love the local power. I mean, have it for years, for over a decade, I may call it a day. My life better. I don't work at night. I don't work at night. I don't have to worry about when I come and work, my ears, so boy, I may have forgot internal affairs, because somebody report say me this or me that. You understand? Like how all police all try. Police, you know, try free me. Tell lie for me. But they're foreign too, you know. Yeah, man, one named Christopher Dunkley, and one next one named Byron Pinnock. Him come like him a puss. Always a drop him nose. 2 of them, you know, all because you're a police. Man, how you mean? I tell you, you're them police that try to free me. Yeah, one detective sergeant in here, Shirley. Me no business who and Shirley a friend. I mean, I talk. So Shirley was investigating a shooting with me and Bobby, a double shooting. You understand? Boy, so he make some statement. Boy, every time them 2 men in a shooting, this and that happen. So me say, all right. Me say to him in the office, I see, yeah, I want to speak. Me say, look here, you say anytime a gunman, you and them meet up, just tell him, say, you are one detective where you are trying to send police to prison, we are trying to save them. Yeah, you, anytime police kill gunmen like them, your job is to try to send the police to prison. And tell me how it go. You understand? Just tell me. You understand? Less than 2 weeks after that, a gunman kill him in a bar and take away him gun. Yeah, man, kill him. So when me go work now, me say, they want to say, boy, put in you see them kill Shirley. Me say that bitch should have dead long time. What you mean? And that me say him a go on like say him feel say anytime gunman, they might treat him different. Him know say gunman are heartless people. So because of that now, somebody from my office then go back and tell them my internal affairs. So them vex. Like me kill Shirley, you know. And me kill the police, the detective. All because me say you bit the bitch. You understand? Excuse me French. Let me tell you. What you mean? So them vex now and say boy. So because of that now, them a try say them can find something to charge me. Because everything I do, you know, I do it by the book. Because I believe in a rule of law. The day when them say something happen, I do foreign. But I'm Miami. I'm supposed to go back to Jamaica even. And for some reason, I just say, you know, I'm not go down. I'm not go down till the next day. I'm supposed to go down the Monday, I'm go down the Tuesday. You see me when me at work? Why the Friday? Them say, boy, I forgot internal affairs. Say for what? Them say, boy, they might investigate. Say you and Bobby. Go to Della Creek Park and call me say me. I say no, sir, first I mean a police work, my name ever involved in a thief and all of them things there. Anyway, me and Bobby go down there and them things there and me start going. Them never know say me have a family. Them never know say me have a cousin who work down there. You understand? Me not go call the person name and them things. Me have a cousin work at Internal Affairs and so me go down there and them things there and them tell me say boy I have to write statement. Me say no, me have to see the complaint. And them dead there and the boy him name Christopher Dunkley, one ugly old dummy detective. Me not even know him there. Them boy they came clean my boot. Them boy they are baby police to you and them thing. Me don't know them boy they you understand. All them have fear hide and turn them a walk in the car and them afraid. Them may say I'll rob you up the road, I turn them a turn back in the car. Them don't want to go up there. You know? Me say rob you up the road, I hop them here I go. And I meet them not like, you understand? So I stay sit down and I'm in the office now, the one named Byron Pinnock. So I say, oh, you think me I say I eat that, but me not write no statement unless me see the complaint. Show me the complaint. And them did it and them I say, boy, the people them don't want to them don't want you know them name card they don't want you kill. I say kill them for what? Yeah. So them I try to create this illusion, you understand? You know, you smoking for me write statement about something and so I say, alright, look here then. Alright, well, since as uno claims that the people them afraid of me and them thing there. This I want to do. That's right, alright, let's look here. That's right, you know if you even write the address. Me don't want the address then. Because me know say, me talk loud tonight, me say one thing, me know say me are not a thief. Me not have to worry about that. Me say just write the address. Me say don't write the address, just write the place. Write the place, write date and time and place when this happen. That's all you have to do. And you sign it. Yeah man, that me tell Byron Pinnock. Me say once you do that, me say I have no problem. Me say me not have to even go through the chain of command. Me have no problem for give you a statement tomorrow. And so them lock up in him was deputy so Byron Pinnock him and the boy A1 and Christopher Dunkley. Me never see him again. And I saw then after that the one next one named Tindy along them tell lie for me too, you know. Me I tell you, the man them wicked, you know. Police, you know, tell lie for me. Say me I killing kind of lock up on police. One brother when a detective with an unspear and gun smoke. Say me and gun smoke a friend and three lock up gun smoke. Me and gun smoke and a friend. But that was smokes in mirror because I want thief in police when he in cowboy. True me put him in a place in our meeting and tell him say my baby police. That I see him cowboy everybody appraise. Him and one name Renford Robbins. Me say when a baby to me. None of them can clean my shoes. And me a constable, you know, man, a big detective inspector and crime chief. And I constantly attack them with it. Ask any police when know me. And so, be it so, I don't know them use Tyndale for tell lie for me now. Because them say, boy, I don't know why I'm getting a problem. Because me say, man, me outspoken. Anyway, back to the Christopher Dunkley thing now. So, them go into them office and them have them meeting and them say, alright, we all write the thing. So, them write it and the date and time and place and them thing there. Anyway, me I tell you still Bobby quiet. That's how Bobby with me and him. So, some of know, I don't know, you understand if anything go with them did say. But because through Bobby now, everything with Bobby and me and him. Me know say me and a thief, you understand. Sometimes them give me the something and them thing, them give me the complaint and it's signed. And me say this right? Say alright, no problem. So me start laugh. Say I want to know can set me up in them. Me say hold on down, you're a fool. That me say you know, yeah man as I did. Me say hold on internal affairs, a fool, you know can't set me up. I wrong police not try to set up. Me know something like me because me and a thief. And you understand? And me not like criminal, like hold on down, you're a thief, I have a criminal in a family. Me say me even have criminal in my family, them can't get no protection from me. When I go, I'm run them way. Anyway, so I go home, I go to my office, boop on, I write my statement. When me leave Jamaica upon the flight, the date and time, and when me come back to Jamaica. And I just write it and I say, boy, would I like to know how I'm to be two places at one time? Me in the United States of America and Jamaica. So tell me now if this is a witch hunt or this is somebody who try. People who hate me and try to free me as a good detective. Me no hear zip from me submit the state. So you know, so me submit my statement now. The one named Byron Pinnock sent to my crime chief. Say boy, him want a copy of my passport. Me tell my crime chief say him name Care Walker. Me say Mr. Walker he's a big man, you know. Me say tell Byron Clark say me say him for come to me at feet. Because I want to know if America Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Me not give him no passport. If you want to know me leave, me say me give me information, the flight number, and everything, and him for go investigate that for himself. Me no hear zing about it. So me can't tell you, say, corrupt police no like me. Internal affairs, you know, say them investigate police corruption and try free me, a policeman, like a me kill for them detective sergeant on him Shirley. You have people with them, but me and them a friend and them and Shirley a friend. Me no business. I just say it go. Me I talk, why? If you're feeling hurt, so be it. I don't care. Me I just say it as it is. I saw me be born and raised. I saw my mother and father, especially my mother, teach me that fear is imaginary. At one time you can't dead. So I just saw it go. Yeah, so you know, so back to the meat of the matter, you know, we always like some context with, so, you know, some experiences that, you know, that we have experienced, you know, with life as a police officer. So I would tell you now, say, Indicom, them uncover them some significant discrepancy in the officer's account. Forensic evidence, eyewitness testimony, and other investigative findings suggest that officers' action may have been unlawful, with several attempts to cover up their misconduct. This tragic incident highlights the growing concern about the culture of violence and corruption that permeates Jamaican society. The fact that police officers were involved in the death of these men, who may have been criminals themselves, only serves to underscore the extent of which violence and impunity have become normalized. Hey, Jamaica is a violent place still, you know, and only fittest of the fittest survive there. You understand? And see, them a man they kill, three of them a kill people from them at 10 and 11, and the other one start when them 14. Cause big hype that, you know, when you kill people. A man both say, oh boy, you know, say my shot time a killer and all of them thing there. As it, you understand? But when for them time come for dead, them no want for dead. And you can see the man, one eye man, the first, you see the one on the camera, when attack the police, you can see, you understand? So the police, and you see the policeman get shot. I who shoot the policeman? I know him shoot himself. I must up not more the other police in a fire. Some don't know how, and them I say, boy, Indicom have better thing. But you know, say, since Indicom, I show you how them stay still, you know. Jamaica is not an independent country, you know. Jamaica is a dependent country. You understand? That's why, because when you're independent, the outside forces not supposed to tell you if you manage your country. Apart from if it corrupt the politicians them. We have the culture of criminality, you know, it's born from my community. A Jones son, that's where the baby born, and boy baby amount of baby have hit me all over in Jamaica, spread. Come like Ebola. No cure at all. At one point in time, Jamaica was about to cure it, and boy, then the original, then the godfather of criminality returned, Michael Manley. So the country's deep-rooted issues with crime are often exacerbated by a law enforcement system that, while thriving to uphold order, sometimes falls prey to the very same corrupt practices and violence it is meant to fight. So look here now, in a Jamaica and them thing, anywhere in the world, you can't, look here, with criminals, you have to use unorthodoxy and them thing to fight crime. You have to use preemptive strike, because preemptive strike save lives. At life, them police have saved 8 lives. It better them 3 lives go than 8 people dead. Then everybody has said, boy, I want this. But no, the police them save lives. And when I say, yeah man, see it, a good thing Cameron did and them thing there. I kill them, I go for kill people, just like how them kill the people them up a Pleasant Heights, up Orica Hill, and not no pleasant up there. And I see him Rockford. So these police officers save life, and them there jail. As we tell you already, you know, Jamaica is a criminal's paradise, you know, where violence reign and justice is a distant dream. Jamaica is increasingly earned a reputation as a criminal's paradise. And we tell you that, you know, the Jamaica Young Police. No guy can. The amount of things where we tell you about Jamaica, we tell you that the PNP is a criminal organization. And people are saying, boy, we offend them. And you see it, PNP just come out the other day because them know, PNP know that. Because PNP come in to my banango. The PNP knows if them give people them pies if you drink and tell them, say, just drink it. You see, Yeah, and when you don't drink it, somebody in a crowd are gonna drop and dead. They might believe. May I tell you that, cause so them stay. That's why I do the video, you know, say some people will drink poison and the others will tell them others them will tell them say others are dead. And are them dead. I saw it, you understand? So that's why PMP come out the other day, show Vibes Cartel, cause I see him thing, you know, Michael Manley did it now with Border Boy and Fed them up. Who known murderer? Me and someone attack say a real dummy, you know, them don't know Jamaican history. Say boy, the first done them was Claude Massacre and Bucky Marshall. Dummy that, they don't know nothing. First two done them, yeah man, fed them up and Borrow Boy. So I don't know where that Duppy they come from. You understand? Duppy but that them don't know nothing about Jamaica. Yeah, we come from the belly of the beast, which part criminality, born, the baby. Yeah. Which part get, you understand what I'm saying? I see baby they all over now. Oh yeah, put back the genie in the buckle. But we not try to get there. You understand? One time we used to have law and order and the people in Jamaica respect police. No, you're mad man, me I tell you man. Hey, you know, most of you know the nicest of Jamaica and them thing there. When Edward Seaga was prime minister, when people have respect for police, one police could have get a 20 man line up and them drape up and the 20 man them drape up the other man them. One police. You think you can do that now? No one police can do that now. It must leg boy yet. So Jamaica is increasingly, as we tell you already, say it's a criminal's paradise. And you know, so the system, you know, the proliferation of gangs, drug cartels, and organized crime syndicates, corrupt politicians who support criminals openly, like Mark Baby Trump Golden. We see my march with a known killer, Danville Palmer. And we vex with that and them thing because in this day and age, gangs are illegal in Jamaica. But this man, he man normalize it. And the man them have illegal gun and say him want peace. And the man them still have illegal gun. That's not peace. We have some weak laws in Jamaica. And it has created an environment where criminality is not only tolerated, but at times we are even rewarded. I would say we saw what happened on him thing there with Beanie Man. Yeah, Beanie Man get national award for kill Gerald Bogle Levy. Yeah, so it go. You understand? While people were contribute to the development of Jamaica. In even music, Isaiah Lengs thing. But hey, them say, boy, through my big PMP, that's what them say. Right, you understand what I'm saying? Because a PMP man when name Oliver Clow. Oliver Clow. That I MP, him selling a PMP and laying a post as him. So cousin time a fish come from them right bottom I canal until it's a shot down there. I have to believe him. So I him say like say man on a PMP, I'm on police. You understand? Just like when me tell people say boy me on a labor me a patriot, them say me a labor cause for you talk truth, them are label as so Jamaican people stay cause them can't think. Them not believe that people can be independently and you don't have to take no side. You just say the truth and you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I have done. As I said before, me say again, you know, the PMP is a lost cause. Anybody, if you gravitate to the PMP unless you want to be criminal, I don't believe if you want to vex. That's how I say and that's how I mean. And I tell you, Jamaican youth them too. Two hours left from my age group. So what? Why me if it stays and support a part where promote criminality? I mean I like criminal. Can't do that. Me I'm a fool. When I see him, but I try to save Jamaica and the people them, especially the youths them. Can't save the adults them, the one them in and them feelings, emotional feelings, and them feel hurt. No, I can't save them. I have to try to save the people them I can't think. And the youths them from my community where I'm born and raised. That's all, that's the reason why we're there. So you have, from the infamous Arnett Gardens, Tivoli Gardens, to the streets, Kingston, these criminals organization operate with impunity, instill fear and terror in communities that should be safe even for citizens. The recent tragic deaths in East Kingston linked to members of the Anderson Road track gang are just one example of the brutality that Jamaicans face daily. In a society where crime has become an unfortunate norm, them normalize criminality, the police force itself has been criticized for its role in perpetuating the cycle of violence. if you have a violent society, everybody have to be violent. Because you can't be nice for deal with them criminal here, them heartless boy. When them a kill people and cut off all people head. Only a dummy would I want for a man a kill people, you a go boy a shake your hand and read Bible verse to him. I kill him or I kill you after. You understand? When I subscribe to woke activist philosophy about, they're poor and they're black, and when they were growing up they didn't have any money and they didn't eat good nutritious food and they didn't go to school. I tell you no excuse. Everybody I come from poverty. Majority of Jamaican people. I want them to choose criminality and lazy because they don't have to work. Choose crime. And then them get the all criminal sympathizers uptown for sympathize with them. And because them use them same one for commit crime on their behalf. You think we don't know why real criminal? I'm telling all the while like people them with a degree them in a Jamaica. The man them a fire gun, them are symptoms of a problem. Corruption with the police force is seen in the recent case of Corporal Roy and Constable White, as real as alarm bells regarding the true intention of those who are entrusted with the responsibility of protecting the public. I would say before, I will say again anything there. These two police officers are good police, are heroes them, because them save lives. Them save Jamaica from another mass murder. But nobody not talk about that. Them save way for another mass murder. The officers involved in the East Kingston shooting have been charged with murder, perverting the course of justice and filing false report. Actions that betray the very ideal of justice and accountability that police should uphold. Hey, look here, man. We come from a society where police have to do things to keep the people them safe. These police save a massacre. Same place out in East Kingston, a massacre. When them boy kill people, the least of 5. So imagine, it better we get 3 than 5, and I 3 killer. So 8 people get to live. Instead of we have to Lord again. I want to talk about that. And that we talk about. These policemen save lives. Jamaica criminals justice system, despite the tireless efforts of organization like Indicom, remain deeply flawed. Indicom is a criminal organization entity under the guise to protect criminals. I have never seen nothing like this. So you as a taxpayer, where you will have no rights, you are pay money for protect the criminal, for criminal kill you, and then you pay money for criminal get liar, you pay money for criminal get jail, you pay money for criminal get food. So if we commit crime in Jamaica, it not cost the criminal nothing. I taxpayers. So let that make sense to me. A criminal. Where you have to watch you have to watch yourself from him. And you have to take him go to jail, and your money I feed him. Your money I provide lawyer for him. You are buy food for him. And all of these things. So it not cost him nothing. So that's why a man can become criminal in Jamaica. So it's easy anytime them guard the departure lounge. But the family them bury them then. Jamaica is at war right now with criminals. So in a war and them thing that sometimes, hey, look here, I just say it go, you have casualty of war. These police officers are heroes. Them save lives. So some of them will talk about, say, boy, the police not acting within the law. And paired with their willingness to cover up their action. What kind of actions? Gun boy forget gunshot. I just saw we say. You kill. Cause them the pan bail for murder. And a gun off for commit mass murder. What police them for do? Or allow them for go kill 8 people. Like how them kill 5 people out of Rockfort there. You better you send them go to the departure lounge. You send them to jail, them still in a jail and plan them for kill people same way. Them policemen shouldn't down to jail. What kind of thing that? We don't care about no video. All we know is they make up them video there. And doctor it. We don't believe in that. We don't believe in that. We don't believe in that none of them video with them coming. We don't know say already saying that Jamaica your police are bad not like you. We know that. And violence become another violent part of daily lives. Communities that should feel safe are instead forced to live in constant fear unsure of where the next threat will come from, whether from the gangs that dominate their streets or from the very same Don who claims they might protect them. While Jamaican police force faces many challenges, the reality is that the country cannot afford to continue on this path where criminals are treated as if they are heroes, because the cycle of violence and corruption and impunity is to be broken, because the criminals, there must be a concerted effort to reform the justice system and make certain say boy, a man like all them criminals, them police should have get a medal for what they have done. In the come work, in investigating police misconduct, that's totally different. But no, we don't believe. Hey, I police supposed to investigate shooting and them thing. We don't want to born an independent body. The same people them will give with indicum are because them are criminals. You understand? Me don't tell them already, you know, say indicum are one of the biggest contributor to the crime in Jamaica, you know. Damian Crawford, Satan and PNP, them kick him out because remember, you know, the PNP is a criminal organization. So we don't see the deaths of O'Shane, Stubbs, Aranda Campbell, and Keishan Smith as a tragic death. No. I want to see it a good thing. Good thing. The officers, they did a good job. And we must look at the broader context in which such incidents happen. These police officers save lives. Jamaica's reputation as a criminal paradise is not an exaggeration. It's an harsh reality that has been allowed to persist for far too long. At the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization do that normalize criminality. It's time for change, man. The country must commit to root out criminality. Strengthen the police, the law enforcement institutions by making sure that preemptive strike saves lives. These police officers save a massacre. Them prevent a mass murder. And now at them that jail. So it better the police did make them go and kill the people them and say, boy, after them kill them, and then them do them have to defend themselves after that. So that the police, them get information and act on the intelligence. And that the police them should have done just wait until the people them dead. Until this happen, the violence and fear and the injustice will only continue to grow, leaving more families devastated and more community trapped in a cycle of hopelessness. If the police then kill them three boy, I tell you, say it's a mass murder and a massacre, you know. Just like how you see it happening, you know, in a Clarendon, Mandela Town, and up by Paradise sites, Pleasant Heights. And there's no paradise or nothing pleasant up our Warwick Hill. Jamaica must choose a different path. One that prioritizes that the police, the rule of law, to protect the citizens them from murderers. A man a plan for to kill people. I tell people preemptive strike save lives. And this is how the police them do. And that them get paid for the protection of life and property. And them that jail. Jamaica will remain a paradise of criminals, man, and a place where law is a mere suggestion. Where victims are not innocent, but the murderer are innocent and the victim are left to suffer. Jamaica is a nation at war with itself, man. The unjust punishment of officers defending lives against criminals. It is truly heart-wrenching to come to terms with the reality that the very police officers charged with protecting citizens of Jamaica are now being punished for doing the job they were sworn to do. 2 officers, Corporal Mark Rye, Constable Keeble White, are currently in jail accused of unlawful actions during the tragic shooting of 3 men in East Kingston. These are known killers. Between the 3 of them are 17 people them kill already. These were innocent civilians. They were known criminals with history of violent offenses. They were reportedly en route to commit a mass murder or a massacre, and yet instead of being hailed as protectors, they are these officers being treated as criminals. This is not just an injustice. It's a reflection of a broken system that has long nurtured, celebrated, and protected criminals at the expense of those who seek to uphold law and order. Jamaica is currently embroiled in a brutal war against organized crime and violence, and the police officers, in this case, were simply doing what they had been trained and asked to do, to protect the lives and properties of Jamaican people. These officers were faced with dangerous and volatile situation, one that could have escalated into yet another massacre, if not for their quick and decisive actions. Yet, instead of receiving praise for averting further bloodshed, they are now behind bars, caught in the crossfire of a system that has failed them and ultimately failed the Jamaican people. They might treat the police them wrong after them save how many lives them save by sending them 3 corrows and corrobunkers and dirty bungle to the departure lounge. The tragic irony is that the very criminals the police officers were trying to neutralize are being portrayed as victims in the media and public discourse. Take for example Keishan Smith, also known as Bima. This man was out on bail for murder, robbery, kidnapping and rape. And he had previously been involved in robberies and senseless killings. Last one, even a taxi driver. An innocent man simply trying to make an honest living. And him a victim. The victim, an everyday person working hard to provide for his family, was murdered by Smith without any provocation or reason. Yet now, the same Smith is now being portrayed as an innocent victim of police overreach, which is not only inaccurate, but an insult to the memory of the countless victims these criminals have left in their wake. In a nation where criminals often roam free with little or no consequences, the police are left to shoulder an almost impossible burden. They face daily threats from gangs and criminal organizations that operate with impunity, often with the knowledge or indirect support of political figures and other influential actors. These gangs, many of them heavily armed and organized, rule over entire neighborhoods, indicating the lives of the people who live there. The police, despite their best efforts, are often outnumbered, outgunned and under-equipped. Yet, when they take action to prevent mass casualty and to protect the public, they are vilified. Even the criminals continue their reign of terror. So these police did something, them prevent a Cherry Tree Lane, them prevent a Mandela Town, them prevent a Warwick Hill massacre, or Pleasant Heights, not pleasant up there. And this is sad. This is a sad day for Jamaica. A day when the men and women who serve as our last line of defense against a rising tide of violence are punished for doing their duty. The Jamaican public should not be sitting idle. We should not allow these officers who acted to protect lives and avert a potential massacre to be treated as criminals. These officers should be seen for what they are, heroes who put their lives on the very line every day to keep the streets safe. The fact that they are now in custody, facing charges that seem to defy reason, only highlight the larger failure of a system, a justice system that has been bent and broken by years of corruption, political interference and general disregard for the rule of law. The people of Jamaica should rise up and demand justice, not just for the officers, but for countless victims who have suffered at the hands of criminals like Keishan Smith, Aranda, and the other Corrosion, Dirty Bungle, and Corrobunkers. We must demand justice, system be reformed, that the police be allowed to do their job without fear of retribution, and that criminals are held accountable for their action. And murderers must live in fear of losing their lives. The street of Jamaica should not be a place where criminals reign supreme, and the officers who defend us should not be seen as enemies. It is time for the Jamaican people to show their support for these officers. Let us not allow them to be scapegoat for doing what needed to be done. The fight against crime and violence in Jamaica is not one that can be won by sitting on the sidelines. We must stand together and support those who are fighting for our safety. If we continue to allow criminals to operate with impunity, we will soon find ourselves in a society where lawlessness is the norm and the concept of justice will have been eroded beyond repair. This is a critical moment in Jamaica's history. We can either continue to let criminals control our streets, or we can rise up and take a stand for justice, for accountability, and for the safety of every Jamaican citizen. Today we should mourn not just the loss of lives of East Kingston. Men, the 5 will get killed up at Pleasant Heights, but the loss of our collective sense of justice and decency. We should fight to ensure that those who risk everything to protect us are not punished, but celebrated as they are. Imagine for a moment the streets of East Kingston in the early hours of November 10, 2024. The air is thick with tension, the kind of unease that only a community under siege by violence can know. 3 young killers, murderers, 17-year-old O'Shane Stubbs, 19-year-old Orlando Campbell, and 20-year-old Keishan Smith moved through these streets with a sense of purpose. But their purpose isn't one of hope or redemption. Theirs is a dark part. They are not just any 3 men. They are known criminals, each with a history steeped in violence and terror. These men, far from innocent, are a part of a criminal underworld that has cast its shadow over this era for years. Stubbs, Campbell, and Smith were no strangers to the law. Each of them already on bail for heinous crimes, murders, robberies, rape, and kidnappings. How that our man in Jamaica charge how much murder? Him get bail, go out and kill again, and get bail again. These weren't mere allegations. They were experienced killers, hardened by their actions and with blood on their hands. Stubbs had been charged with murder. Campbell was implicated in a robbery and left a man dead. Smith, a name that had been whispered in fear in every corner of East Kingston, was wanted for kidnapping and multiple murders. These were men who had been caught before, but the system had failed to keep them behind bars. They were walking free, allowed to continue their reign of terror, with little concern for the lives they had destroyed and the life that they were about to take. But that night, fate would not take a different turn. Unbeknownst to them, 2 police officers, Corporal Mark Roy and Constable Kelby White, were doing what they do best. They were out on patrol, their eyes sharp, their instinct honed by years of service in a city that never sleeps. A city plagued by violence and corruption. They had received intelligence, information about a group of men who had been planning something catastrophic. They knew these criminals well. Their names were not new to the officers. They had been the subject of countless investigations, and now the time had come to prevent them from claiming more innocent lives. The officers spotted the men on Windward Road. Their movement suspicious, their demeanor aggressive. It wasn't just the clothes they wore or the way they talk. It was the energy they carried, the sense that something terrible was about to unfold. The officers, trained and ready, acted without hesitation. They stopped the men, issuing verbal commands, trying to ensure that they could make an arrest without bloodshed. But that wasn't what these men had in mind. I will see it for myself. Because at the same time, one of the police officers put you see man, launch to you understand. And the policeman, and you see policeman start up, so he have to defend himself, preemptive strike, save life, or save life. As soon as the officers approach, the criminals reacted, they pulled guns, they pulled firearms, guns that had no place in the hand of anyone, let alone a 17-year-old and a 20-year-old. And they opened fire. The officers trained to survive in these life-threatening situations. Instinctively took cover and returned the fire. A deadly shootout erupted and win one run. In the aftermath, the 3 criminals, Stubbs, Campbell and Smith, were found. Beside their bodies were the weapons they had used in an attempt to take the lives of the officers. It was a close call. The officers had narrowly escaped death, but the process they had done what they had sworn to do. They had saved lives by taking all these men. They had stopped a potential massacre, one that could have left an entire neighborhood grieving yet another senseless loss. But here is a twist in the tragedy and the tragic tale. The officer, instead of being hailed as heroes, were arrested and charged. Yes, arrested Corporal Rye and Constable White, the very men who had stopped what could have been a mass murder, were now facing charges for their actions. They are accused of unlawfully taking the lives of these criminals. And even worse, they are being blamed for doing what they were trained to do: protect life and property of the Jamaican people. These men who acted decisively to prevent further bloodshed are now in police custody, caught in a system that has failed to protect them as they protect the public. And what of the criminals? The ones who are responsible for a trail of terror across the streets of Jamaica. They are the ones, they are out on bail, walking free, allowed to roam the streets and plot with their next violent act. Smith, Campbell and Stubbs were not innocent. The world now seems to portray them as they were killers, robbers, kidnappers and rapists. Men who had already caused irreparable damage to this country and were only steps away from claiming more victims. In a society that has created, nurtured and celebrated these criminals, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The same system that let murderers roam free is now punishing the very officers who did the impossible. They stopped a massacre before it could happen. These officers did not fire blindly into the night. They acted with purpose and precision. They knew the stakes. They knew that allowing these men to continue would mean more lives lost, more innocent people caught in the crossfire of a society that has turned a blind eye to its own decay. This is a sad day for Jamaica. The country should be celebrating these officers as heroes, is instead asking why they were forced to make such difficult decisions. You get all shot under jail. I never seen nothing like that yet. Police get shot in a shootout and him in jail. Some should have dead. The street should be filled with people showing their support for these officers. These officers are heroes who risk everything to protect lives, only to find themselves punished by their actions. So that's why I'm telling young police I want to leave. And think I joke me and I say, boy, him a hater and him not like Jamaica. So which one am I born? So it's time for people of Jamaica to take a stand. These officers, Corporal Rye and Constable White, are not criminals. So we want them to tell them I go back a court, Jamaican people, and if you go and support them, show them support. The same way we say we support Vibes Cartel for kill Lizard. We say we show the police them that only tired of criminals them. I want to love the police. But that will never happen. Because in Jamaica, the most hated person in Jamaica are police officers. I experience it. The people that like police or love police in Jamaica, them have to keep that secret. Them can't make it known publicly. You're mad. People will kill them for that. Police are enemy. Police are Satan. Police are Babylon. And police are fighter. The police don't allow them to kill who them want to kill and rob who them for rob. And extort who them want to extort. That's why they don't like you. the system allow these men to be on the streets in the first place is the true failure here. So if we let every people to protect themselves, the very people who protect us fall while criminals continue to roam free, then we have lost the battle for justice. The street should be alive and the voices of Jamaican people rising up and demand justice for these officers. You'll never see that happening in Jamaica. Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. You know, your police have said them are an informer. Me tell you about 2 police officers, one of them are inspector and one is deputy soap. Them say them not like informer. So I don't know how them in a police work. If you're in a police work, I don't like informer. Them say you're in a police, you're a criminal. So this is not about a police shooting. It's about recognizing that Jamaica is at war. At war with criminals who have taken over too much of the country and a war with a system that protect them instead of the innocent. We owe it to Corporal Roy and Constable White to stand by them just as they stand by us. It's a sad day, yes, but it's also a day when the people must rise up and say enough is enough. Heroes should never be treated as criminals. Remember, you know, Jamaica, where the Constitution protect criminals, but police officers are the enemies. In Jamaica, you know, this environment breed resentment on both sides. You know. Criminals are emboldened by the knowledge that they can commit crimes, any their atrocity, with little fear or consequences. On the other hand, police officers are forced to operate in conditions that every move is scrutinized, often by individuals who are quick to judge but slow to understand the complex, dangerous work they do. So in a Jamaica entire police, you have no rights. Everything where you do, and you're supposed to be witness against your matty. And if you don't tell lie upon your matty, or according to them, report, yeah, you go charge and end up with criminal record. So even the system is designed for the criminals. You don't see it. I'm telling you a long time. So far, I have helped almost maybe 100 police officers who resign and them send back them resignation and them join the military here. Some of them are go back to school already. And since we start this channel, that we tell them say we don't need them police leaving service ticket. Why on God's earth you want to fill if the police force and you wait 6 months? The commissioner of police up there never fire. The only time him fire film gun, that I Dr. Blake, the only time he ever fire film gun when he got a range. And he never joined the police force as a police. He joined it after him howl. Because them extended age should make them friend join the police force. Everything where British left for we, them come and dismantle the PNP criminal organization for them criminal friends them to come in. Because when Dr. Blake joined the force, if the same rules were there, and nobody who joined the force after that bring it back and say, no 40-year-old man is supposed to come join the police force. A man at 45 and him a constable. You don't think him in the force long time. You realize him in the force 5 years. When can do 3 force? 40. That's a mad this man. You want people who are youth. Everything them do are bring the thing backwards. So when young officers are faced with this kind of systemic hostility, it is only natural that they will begin to question whether their lives are truly valued. The message that is being sent to them is not one of support or gratitude, but one of persecution and abandonment. For many, the safer option is to leave, to go somewhere where they are not treated as the enemy, where their lives are not constantly at risk, where they can perform their duties without fear of being thrown under the bus by a broken system. I have seen firsthand the toll that this system takes on our young police officers, many of whom come to the force with a sense of duty, wanting to make a difference. They join the JCF with the belief that they can protect their communities, uphold the law, and create a safer society for future generations. Yet instead of receiving the support and respect they deserve, they are too often met with scorn, mistrust, and the threat of unjust punishment for doing their job. This is a national crisis, Jamaica has become a place where criminals are protected and the police are treated like the enemy. This is not just an issue for law enforcement, it's an issue for every Jamaican citizen. When the system fails to protect those who protect us, it is a sign that something is fundamentally broken. We must acknowledge that the police are not the enemy. The criminals who terrorize our streets, destroy families, and undermine our communities are the real threat. Until we begin to address the imbalance, Jamaica will continue to struggle with crime, fear, and a police force that are under siege from all sides. It's time for change. It's time for the Jamaican people to stand with their police officers, to support men and women who risk everything to keep them safe. We must change the narrative. We must stop glorifying criminals and start celebrating those who work tirelessly to protect our homes, our families, and our futures. Until then, young cops will continue to migrate, forced to leave their homes and country they love because they know that their lives are at risk in a place where the Constitution does not protect them, but protect the criminals they fight to bring to justice. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel, out.